Okay, so I'm going to try to react to Yaba's pre-recorded video because it's been a long time, and I don't know. I haven't really. I'm not a reaction channel. I'm just kind of a bitch about random people and poorly edit together some shit kind of channel. So we'll see how this goes. I have her bumped up to 1.25, I think, and I don't like foodie either. So this is not going to be like a, oh, you're being so mean to foodie. Like, no, I don't care. I think foodie sucks. I think Yaba sucks. So I'm just here to see what she has to say, and this is just like a test, really.
Love when you put in a weight loss journey alongside eating noises and mukbang. Are you trolling yourself or your audience? At this point, I have no idea. All right, there we have it. Back with the classic intro, cutie. Love it so much. Remember when Chantel went through one of her cycles with her weight loss journey, losing 200 pounds in like 7 days or whatever the shit she was trying to pull at that time, and she removed her food intro from all of her videos? Yeah, that was pretty funny. Anyways, you have the floor, cutie. Hello, foodie beauties. No. Hello to you, Miss Ma'am. Don't mind if we do take out that Cameo commercial. Did you guys know that ALR is back on the Cameo? Back on the Feedero? What are we calling that over there? The Cameo quotations? We know what you girls are up to. Okay, you're not fooling anybody. Cutie, Amber.
Okay, so I used to watch Yaba and Sam not even that long ago, like before the Belinda shit, because like I have my issues with Belinda. But I think she's a sweetheart. And the way they did her was so fucking dirty. But I used to listen to them, and they would talk about going on diets and getting healthier and all this stuff. And you see them now. Actually, I think Sam has lost weight. I'm going to be honest here. I think Sam has lost weight. I think Yaba found it. And I don't know, man. So it's kind of like, I know a fat on fat crime and whatever, but I forget what else I was going to say. I'm really good at this. I will get better, maybe, eventually. Probably not, but maybe.
Cook, show off all of your hard work. You didn't do that. And then later on, you dropped this video. Did you clean your house? Did you do your laundry? Did you get rid of the flies? You also said that you were going to walk around, you were going to gut around your fart box, and you were going to whap and zap all of your flies. Did that happen? Did any of that happen, Miss Ma'am? One of my favorite healthy meals. This is one of my favorite healthy meals. She really thinks she's cute saying that. You realize that, right? She knows nothing about what she's doing in her life is healthy. She's just feeding.
Okay, fat bitch. Yeah, but it's true. Every time foodie is like, I'm gonna get so healthy, she just eats a fish. That's her idea. Like, I fucking love fish. And actually, I'm gonna be honest, I do the same thing. Every time I'm like, I'm gonna eat healthier, I go out and I buy boxes of like fucking pre-seasoned fish to like, you just chuck them in the oven or whatever. So I get it. I'm the same. I'm the same fat mentality. So I can't even say anything bad about this. I want to, but I'm the same way, man. Fish equals health.
Trolls, that's all.
Still can't guess? Look at this little container of rice. I love it.
Look at this little container of rice. What about your rice should come in something about the size of that bowl over there. That would be the normal size portion of rice.
It's the same fucking size. It is a lot of rice. And, like, I don't understand the fatty's obsession with rice. Like, I am a fat. I like fat things. But rice, I don't understand the obsession with it. I would rather eat, like, a fucking... Like that size container of rice, fill that with mashed potatoes and gravy, I would fuck that up. But rice? Like, what? No. It's... If you're gonna diabetes in a delicious way. Oh, fucking rice. It's so boring.
That you need right now in your situation with your uncontrolled type 2 diabetes and your metformin on the side. I would say you'd be well enough to take the rice in that little bowl over there. But go ahead with your small container, tin can of rice, please. By all means, chow down.
Portion control.
Portion control.
Portion control.
Sorry. Oh, shit.
Okay.
I have your fish. I know you're looking at me, Julia. My cat loves fish. Obviously, she's a cat, so she's gonna like it. With marinated eggplant. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. Typically, you would eat it with this warm, like, just made now bread.
Look, it's like a fucking magic show. She just keeps...
What is just made now bread? Fresh. It's fresh. Fresh bread.
Want everything out from underneath of her high chair. Look, and then we have warm bread. But you know what, guys? I'm on a health journey right now, so I'm going to go ahead and pass on the warm bread. You're so full of shit.
But I think I'm going to eat it with the rice. I've had enough bread today, so So
Do you know,
I had bread.
even if she's being honest right now, even if she's passing on the bread, do you know how much bread she's had to have eaten for Chantel to feel that way, that she's had too much bread? Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Breakfast. Oh, and some wonderful greens.
Also, it was I can't remember which video it was from Chantel's the other day, and she kept saying a bread, and I have a bread. I don't know why that just like tickled me in the dick so hard, but a bread, and I have a bread.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No, don't do it.
Yeah. And some tahini. What, do you want some fish? Oh, okay. Yes, baby.
Come on and bring some of that litter dander over to the fish. We need some extra seasoning, Julia.
Now, oh my gosh. The grilled fish, they stuff it with like vegetables and herbs. Oh, it's so good. And the skin is so good, but
What are the odds that she washed her hands before she took and pawed this fish that she's about to shove down her gullet? Slim to none.
I'm getting you some. I gotta give some to my cat, so just give me a minute here.
This is why your cat won't leave you alone while you eat, in case you're wondering. You're constantly crying that Julia's aggravating you while you're trying to eat. Well, this is why. Because you feed her table food, and every time you sit down to eat, you give her some of what you got. So stop crying about it.
Nah, okay, I have a cat. I don't give her human food scraps. She's still gonna bug me. If she's like chicken or fish, she's like, bitch, what you got? What you got? She's not gonna get it. And even if I do try to give her stuff, she's like, I don't like it. It's just animals, man. They smell food. That's all they do. It's just like want to eat shit all the time. So, that's fine. Julia's so cute though.
Okay, here's some tahini sauce. Oh my gosh, this eggplant stuff is so good. So,
I'm not gonna say that.
yeah, they just started giving smaller rice portions. Don't know.
Foodie, stop it. Stop it. Just knock off the trolling about the rice portions, ma'am.
But let me try it with rice.
She's so disappointed that she didn't get a whole hubcap full of rice. My bet is Salah requested the smaller portion of rice, not that they stopped serving them.
Or maybe some tahini. Bismillah. You like? No way.
No way, what? No way, what?
That's busting.
Oh, no. Don't do it. Oh, she's doing it. Freak.
0 sugar.
Yeah.
Let's crack some lemon.
Okay. Again, I'm so sick of foodie and her fucking, I'm drinking 0 sugar as you're eating like 1,000,000 fucking pounds of carbs. Do you know what carbs turn into your bloodstream, especially a big fat diabetic? Sugar. So it doesn't fucking matter, man. It's just whatever. Just keep being a fat fucking idiot.
To this fish. So this meal is 1.5 kg. Very nice and affordable.
Oh, and she was like, oh, the nice crispy skin. Was she not just saying how like it was cooked so perfectly with this nice crispy skin, and then she's like fucking picking the skin off and throwing it to the side? I mean, like, I wouldn't eat fish skin, but then I wouldn't be like, oh, it's so nice and crispy, just fucking toss it to the side.
Hey, this is your poor Kuwaiti street food that you're forced to eat. You're not eating this because you want to eat it. It's because this is what Salah is allowing you to eat. This is the amount of money that he's allowing you to spend on takeout food. Nothing more. That's why you keep doing this fast food challenge shit. Not because you want to stop eating fast food, but because he will not allow it. This.
Oh my god, we're still going on with this fucking thing. This theory of yours is stupid and dumb and just, it's not funny. I think you think it's very funny.
Is what you get when you live in Kuwait. This and your 2024-25 Temu card that you don't even get to take with you when you're forced back to Canada. Love that for you.
Very nice and tasty. The bread,
You're looking at what Chantel looks forward to every single day. Doesn't matter. And I mean, this does do it for her. She's totally fine with it. It looks like she's accepted it. This kind of life, a $5 takeout meal from the Kuwaiti street food. This is what she lives for. This is what she looks forward to. If you take this away, and that's why it's going to be so hard for her to try to do any kind of weight loss journey, any kind of weight loss at all, any kind of weight loss program, doesn't matter what it is, it's not going to be able to work, because if you take this away, what does she have to live for? This is what keeps her going, is food.
Yeah, duh. She said that. She's like, what's the point of living if I can't have pizza or whatever? We know. This is it. This is what she wants to do with her life. She'll keep faking this whole health shit. But no, we get it. We all know. She knows it. This is her only joy. And she will, oh man, they've been sprinkling in this whole like, she's been like talking about how, showing like food and intimacy. And like Salah has been coming into the chat and saying like some dirty things lately. And it's just like, it's not happening. I don't know why suddenly these two are forcing it so much. This whole like, love that they don't have. And it's so fucking weird because they won't go on camera together and they won't even like hold hands. If they do, it's for like 2 seconds and he's like, no, that's enough. Like, we're done. But now he's going into her chat and being like, I want to eat you for dessert. Are you fucking kidding me? What is going on? Like, there is something very strange. How she had to come back from Canada so fast and she was having like dreams about getting denied. And now suddenly they're really fucking laying it on thick. Little tinfoil thing. I think people are kind of like authorities maybe. Like, I don't know how they would be catching on to. Like, what are they gonna like write them letters and be like, I don't know if you guys are really as serious as you say you are. But like there's something going on that's weird. They're just laying it on extra thick lately and it's bizarre and gross and nobody believes it. So I don't know. Anyway.
Food. That's it. Nothing else.
Is the bread? It's like really yummy and fresh, but like I'm really trying to like balance out what I eat.
No, the fuck you're not. I just watched a live stream where you went to the Kuwaiti grocery store and you bought a bunch of candy bars, and we know who those were for. You can sit there and say, that's for Salah. That's for my fake Kuwaiti husband. We know who eats those candy bars, Chantel. Why you feel the need, and you know really what it comes down to, the reason that Chantel feels the need to come online and just talk about diet and food constantly 24/7, because what else is she going to talk about? She doesn't do anything. She doesn't go anywhere. She doesn't have any kind of normal interaction with who she claims is her husband. She doesn't have family. She doesn't have friends. So the only kind of conversation that she can have when she comes onto her YouTube channel, especially since she's taken No More Rage 2025 out of things that she can talk about, so she can't talk about reactors, she has nothing. She just has to make shit up. Like she's watching what she eats. She's trying to cut back. Oh, I had a dream last night. Let me tell you guys about that too.
Remember she had that friend, that fucking MLM friend, it was not an MLM friend, but she like brought her fucking flowers, and then everyone in the mall told her how beautiful she was, and that just like went away, and now she's like, oh, I don't have the mental capacity for friends. She had like no one to contact when she was in Thailand and couldn't get a hold of Salah, and she's like, I don't even know who to get in touch with because she really does have no one there, and it's weird that she just like makes up people once in a while, like, oh, and like we have company and me and the wives, and but that doesn't happen, and it's just it's so sad and bizarre, and I hate it so bad for you, Chantel. Can you just stop? Just stop it.
Nothing to say.
So, that's why.
She sleeps, farts, eats. That's it. Repeat. Nothing else. I think that's a big reason she's struggling so hard with her live streams recently. She has nothing to say. Her mess, her hoard, her condiment section. Show me the high chair, cutie, please.
Talk to you guys about something. This hot sauce is the best, by the way. It's chili garlic.
Like what? What could you possibly have to talk about? You don't do anything in life. All you do in life is eat. What could you possibly have to say? Oh, I'm sorry. Don't forget that she watches the internet. She watches everything on YouTube, everything on Netflix, everything on TikTok. I guess if you want to talk to us about a show.
Like sauce. It's yummy. It's not too spicy. But this eggplant stuff, man, oh my gosh. Like, I can't.
She is...
Yeah, fuck, this is brutal. Even trying to react to someone reacting to Chantel. Oh my god. There's nothing. Oh man. I have been watching Chantel for such a long time, and I know she's boring now, but it is like depressing at this point. It's like visiting an old relative at like an old folks home, and they've kind of like they have nothing really going on, and they just tell you about like the eggs they had at breakfast, like, and it sucks and it's sad. That's like a really bad example. Oh my god, it's like she's retired. She's retired her life. Like, this is it. She's got nothing else. She's living out her last few years because, like, let's be honest, she's not gonna live a long time the way she's going. And this is it. And it's just sad. And that's why people do like it when she rages, because at least there's like some like fire and passion and something in her. But right now, it's just this pathetic, sad fucking display. And it's not fun to watch. And it's... Oh, anyway.
Literally living to eat at this point. That is what she's alive for, to eat. Could you imagine absolutely nothing else in life to look forward to except for your next meal?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
So I'm going to keep trying to not eat
Just stop. Why do you have to keep doing this? And again, I'm telling you why. I mean, is she trolling? Yes, of course she's trolling. But there's a reason why she's doing this. Because if she doesn't keep saying these things, if she doesn't keep talking about this diet that she's never going to do, she really has nothing else to talk about. It keeps some kind of conversation going on her channel. Go watch one of her live streams. What is she constantly talking about? Her diet struggles, what she's going to try to do, what she's going to do tomorrow, what she's going to do Monday. And if she takes that away, she has nothing. All she has is food with no conversation. So at least now she gets to have the food that she wants to eat, and she can have the conversation, have something to talk about of the things that she's going to try to do.
Yeah, she likes the planning stages. She's not going to do it, but I mean, she said, like, what is it? Dreaming is a form of planning or some stupid shit. She gets the dopamine rush from planning things and declaring these big, grandiose statements like, I'm going to lose, 200 pounds in whatever. She's going to lose 100 pounds in the next 6 months. Not going to fucking happen. But in her mind, if she says it, it's done, right? So, I don't know. It is very frustrating. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I do kind of, because I have been watching her for so long. I don't want her to die. I don't. She sucks, but she's also my fucking entertainment at this moment. I'm invested. I don't want her to die yet. So, I don't know, whatever.
I honestly don't think I've ever seen a more pathetic person in my entire life.
Almost as pathetic as marrying your stalker who says some pretty shitty things about your kids and then becoming best friends with people that threaten to murder your children with bricks. Yeah, pathetic.
Fast food. And I'm certainly not going to.
I wonder if she's aware, honestly. Do you really think that Cutie is aware that fast food isn't the problem? Is fast food bad for you? Yes, of course. But just because you take fast food out of the equation, it's not going to change anything if you're going to the grocery store and you're filling up your grocery cart with 20 candy bars. If you're sitting there and you're eating tubs of rice and pita bread for every single meal, what do you think taking away fast food is going to really help that situation? At this point, you might as well go balls out and eat all that you want, Cutie. And I stand behind the only reason that she's not eating the fast food is because Salah doesn't want to pay for it because it's expensive. That's why she harps on these prices so much. Oh, $4.98 for this meal right here, guys. Looky here. Who talks like that? Nobody. Not unless they're counting pennies, which they are.
All right, fatty with your Mexican pizza. I mean, whatever. Again, this joke is not funny. Apparently it is cheaper to just order shit out than it is to... And I mean, I think that's actually... It's pretty true with a lot of things these days. Not for all fast food and stuff. Like, fast food's gotten so expensive. I got some fucking chicken today. I don't get fast food and stuff very much anymore. But it was like... I got like a little... It was a bucket, really. It was basically like a little tiny bucket of like little fried chicken nuggets. It was like $16. $16 fucking dollars for this like little bucket of chicken nuggets. And then you think to like make a meal, right? So if I was gonna make a chicken meal, if I was gonna buy chicken breast and even just chicken breast, right now I think it is like $30 for 5 chicken breasts. You know? So it might actually just be cheaper to buy shit. So I don't know. Anyway, back to from this fatty to this fatty to talking about another fatty.
You gotta make that Temu payment, don't you, Cutie?
I'm gonna try to limit my junk.
You're gonna try to limit your junk. Oh my Christ. God, I wish this woman would get a hobby. Do they not have bingo in Kuwait? Can this woman not go to bingo? What else is there that she could do? I don't know. Maybe a knitting class in Kuwait? Crochet? Fucking something to get your mind off.
No, she does not like crafts. She's very against crafts. But like Milk Tea was saying, I would love a fucking segment where Foodie tries crafts. That'd be fucking amazing. Because she would hate it. I don't think she could actually knit or crochet with those big meaty fucking hands, but that'd be fun to watch. Or building Legos again with those big fucking... I don't even know how she does anything with those. They're like just catcher's mitts at this point. I don't know how she moves them around. That's nuts. Like even Amber Lynn. Like Amber Lynn is a big girl, but she's got kind of dainty fingers. I don't know how she does it. Like that's just the fat distribution system, I guess. But yeah.
For food and out of the house and out of the bed and off of the CPAP, Cutie. Ugh. You could have cut that part out, man.
Rip that spine out.
That is so gross. Nasty. Look at what she does with it. Could you imagine eating in your living room, pulling off a fish head and all those bones and just setting it down in a bag? The problem with that too also is that more than likely it's going to sit there for God knows how long. And then you wonder why you have flies that are landing on you, multiple flies at that.
You gotta watch out for the bones. The bones. And there's like now like vegetables inside. Cooked with the fish. So good. I love it.
I'm sorry, I just cannot imagine using my hands like that to eat. It's so gross. Look at it. It's just look at all the food that's on her hand. Ugh. And the thing is, she's not gonna wash her hands. She might wipe it off on her freaking moo here, but that's it.
Ugh, yeah, again, not to defend Chantal, but I know some cultures eat with their hands, blah, 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 blah. You eat hamburgers with your hands? Tacos? Yes? The thing is, like Chantal, you know, we know she doesn't wash her hands. Like, there's this whole, there's a clip that I saw from her, like, I've seen it before, but it just popped up again. It was like, Chantal's so fucking shocked that people wash their hands after they pee. She's like, what? No, I can't believe that. That's ridiculous. So we know that she's filthy. But she also doesn't, I don't know. I'm not going to get into Chantal's bathroom habits, but it's very weird because she doesn't wipe, but she uses a bidet. And she doesn't wash. So, like the logistics. Is she just sopping wet all the... Okay, I'm going to go.
Nasty. One of our favorite repeat meals. That's why, you know, there's a lot of videos of me eating this. I'm going to save a little bit for Harry.
There's a reason why there's so many videos of you eating this, because it's cheap. That's why. There she is, feeding. Oh, God. Ugh. God, she thinks she's so cute doing that shit. Nothing to say. Has nothing to say to her audience. Can't even start a conversation.
Yeah,
So,
Do you wonder what conversations are like with her mom on the phone? Because you know she's not telling her anything that's going on in her life. Hey, cutie, what did you do today? Oh, you know, mom, same thing, different day. Sleep and eat, sleep and eat. They're probably constantly talking about the past, if they talk at all.
No, it's healthy. Takeout you can get like this.
There's healthy takeout you can get like this. Well, if you've been eating this and you eat it so often, then how come I cannot see the benefits of the healthy takeout of the Kuwaiti street food, cutie? Because if anything, you look a lot worse since you've been in Kuwait eating the healthy Kuwaiti takeout food. When are we eventually going to see some results?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is, you know, a foodie goes to Canada, and she eats a bunch of shit, fast food stuff, and she's like, oh, I can't help myself in Canada. There's just so much stuff here to eat. It's too hard to diet and get healthy. Goes back to Kuwait, and she eats fucking dumpsters full of rice, because she's always trying to... Something's always better on the other side, but she just doesn't realize that she's just kind of ping-ponging back and forth to the same shit. Because it's that old fucking saying, wherever you go, there you are. And she will never get that. But at least in Kuwait, she has a guy that she can pretend to be with. Like, that's it. That's literally it.
But anyway. I have to, man, you know. I can't give up. So.
You can't give up something you never started. You've never, as many health journeys, weight loss attempts that you've claimed to have tried on your YouTube channel, I never believe not one single time have you ever actually put into any effort into any of those journeys. Not even once. Because you've never had any results. As many weight loss attempts that you've had over the 8 years on your YouTube channel, you've never made any progress. Not even 5 pounds. Not.
She lost 40 pounds one time with the cocaine diet. So, there you go. She just needs to get back on. She just needs to get back on those sweet, sweet nose clams, and she will be a fit queen before you know it. But you can't do that in Kuwait, because, as we all know, they don't have drugs in Kuwait.
Like, since when is chicken, drumsticks, fast food? And rice, you know what I mean? Like, they do serve fast food at that place, but, like, you know, they also serve grilled chicken and salad and stuff, so.
Yeah, okay, so grilled, not fast food. Fried, fast food. I feel like it takes the same amount of time. So, it's not a time issue. What am I saying? So, grilled, not fast food. Fried, fast food. Probably takes about the same amount of time, but one has less oil, so it's not as bad. I mean, they probably still... Like, dude, I don't know. I understand what she's saying about the whole, like, this is fast food, this is not fast food. I get it. But the thing is, when you go to a restaurant, even though there's, like, quote unquote healthy options, they still load everything with, like, butter, salt, whatever, anything that makes it taste good. Like, better than stuff you can make something at home that's healthy, and you get it at a restaurant, and it's like, what the fuck? Why can't I make it like this? It's because it's loaded with all this extra shit. And you don't realize it because it's like, oh, it's like a healthy piece of salmon. But it's like, I don't coat my salmon in butter and shit at home. So it's not going to taste as good. So, yeah, it's not fast food, but it's still not good for you. So that's the issue. It's not like a fast food versus whatever thing. It's like you don't know what's going into it thing. But the thing is, also, when you make it at home, because we've seen you cook at home, you just fucking throw sticks of butter in everything. Cream, butter, whatever. So it really doesn't make a difference. Like, you're fucking, sorry, foodie, you are fucked. You're just gonna be a fat fuck no matter what. It doesn't matter. Just give up.
I had the chicken drumsticks, which if I cooked it here, it wouldn't be considered fast food, you know? So,
Yeah, exactly.
but
I'm saying.
that place does make fried chicken and burgers and stuff, so.
Do you ever think about the kind of like dirt and filth and grime that is right underneath her hijab right here, where she tucks her fingers to readjust and make sure that nothing falls out that she doesn't want the people to see? Let's tap it back and look at that again.
Make fried chicken.
And then just imagine the stuff that comes off of her fingers and is stuck to her face. See how her fingers touch? Ugh.
And burgers and stuff, so.
Okay.
But I got that place because Salah was craving fried chicken.
Just a big sweaty fucking chin. We all know it. She's a sweaty little beast. We know. She's a filthy fucking fat fuck.
It's always Salah. Salah craves the fried chicken. Salah craves the candy bar. Salah wants the junk food. It's totally not cutie. She's on a journey, guys. A journey to lose 200 pounds.
It was a place where you could have fried chicken and I could have the grilled chicken legs,
Right,
you know?
right, yeah, totally.
So yeah.
Healthy queen.
Yes, my dear.
Yes. Look at you go,
So
girl.
that's that. Really.
Yeah. All right.
It was
Go away, Siri.
really good.
You know, if
Ugh. So everything is so good to her, but she's always like fucking loading everything in sauce. Tahini, ranch, whatever the fuck else. It's like, oh, baby steps. Yeah, just do one thing at a time. And and then fucking next week she'll be like, I realize that I can't allow myself to have a little bit of this because then it will want me to have all of this. And then I have to restrict all of it. And so I have to go purge myself of everything and start fresh. And then the next week it'll be like, I can't just get rid of everything all at once. That will cause me to binge. And it's just like, this is why it's so annoying. But you know, I'm here. I'm still gonna fucking watch it. So people are like, oh, why do you watch it if you hate it so much? It makes you so angry. Fuck, bitch, I don't know. It's fun. It's stupid and it's annoying. But I'm still gonna watch it. Because I'm fucking invested. I'm gonna complain about it. But I'm gonna watch it. So shut up.
Dude, what do you do? Hey, you're scratching daddy's chair. To me, it's like a good start, you know?
Yeah.
But that's really hard for me.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Are you making an appearance?
Oh,
I don't know how she can climb like that with. We just got her nails cut the other day. Juice. What are you doing, Juice? So just so you know, that's what I'm trying to do.
okay.
So
Good to know.
Yes,
Noted that Chantal once again is trying to stop eating fast food.
still do like food videos because no matter what, food is part of life,
Right.
and we all have to eat. We all have to enjoy food. But again,
Okay. Moderation, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. Moderation and no fast food. That's how she's going to do it. That's how she's going to tackle her eating addiction.
I don't see the need to eat like really, you know, bad fatty processed food at least for a while.
Again, she's saying this like it's just something. It's just what was that? It's just something to be proud of. Just saying it like it's something to be proud of. Like sometimes I just crave meals like this, you know, which is like grilled chicken and like a little small dainty portion of rice, where it's like a fucking giant fucking tub of rice. Still not your normal hubcap of rice. Granted, great. You're doing great. Oh, sometimes I just like little meals like, you know, some grilled chicken and a little bit of rice and some vegetables. Other times, I like a burger. You know, I'm just like, fucking. She thinks this is like a win where she's doing so fucking good and just being like this health queen. It's diabetes. You have fucking diabetes. So ideally, yes, you should have just had the chicken, the greens, the eggplant, and that's it. And maybe like half a cup, maybe a cup of rice at your fat size. I don't know. But Jesus Christ, can you stop?
Isn't it weird that Chantel claims to have this amazing life and this amazing marriage, and yet she's sitting here and she's thinking very, very hard of what she's going to say to her audience. She's sitting down, she's having her meal. I don't think she necessarily wants to keep the conversation on food, but she doesn't have anything else to say. So that lets you know that when they're not on camera together, they're not doing anything. They're not hanging out. They're not having conversations. They're not going out to dinner. They're not going out to dates. Remember when Chantel first got there and they were going places every so often? They were going on whatever you want to call the date night situation. They would go to the movies. She would have her nachos. When is the last time that you've seen these two go out and do anything together? And if they were...
Yeah. So when you and Sam like tweet each other, are you in the garage and she's in the office? Or how does that work?
doing it and they weren't filming it, she would be talking about it. She is sitting in that apartment and she's rotting away. They're not even going out bare minimum once a week to have a meal together, to go to the movies together, to go to the mall together. Any of the stuff that they used to do, for whatever reason, they just stopped. I wonder what happened. I don't think it's necessarily Chantel's health because she still goes out and she goes places. We've seen her in Canada. We've seen her moving around. So I don't think that's it. And we also haven't seen Salah on camera in some time. There's a reason that they're no longer doing the couples channel. She is fully committed. Okay, Jack, you've made your appearance. Hello, sir. She is fully committed in accepting this situation, this marriage, whatever you want to call it. And she's okay with just sitting in this apartment alone, eating and doing YouTube and doing the bare minimum.
I have to say it. So, yeah, again, alone, garage. Yeah. No, but Sam has her job, right? She posted a picture on Twitter with a landline phone. Very convincing that she still has a regular job. Anyway.
And then she wants to complain about her depression. She wants to, who would live like that and not be depressed? Medication is not going to fix that. There's no medication that is going to make a situation like that okay. It's just interesting to watch. You can see her wheels spinning in her head as she tries to think of the next thing to say, and she has nothing. She said it recently on her live stream that she just doesn't have anything to talk about. And that's why when she would watch these other people and she would have something to say and talk about with the reactors and how they get it all wrong, that gave her something. Because without that, without her raging at people on the internet, she has to resort back to her diet cycle, which she's not doing. She's using that to have content on her channel because she doesn't have anything to talk about. She can't even talk about going out and walking her dog or going and taking the trash out. Like these little things that people do every day. She could get some kind of conversation out of it. She doesn't even do that. She gets out of her bed. She goes to the refrigerator. She gets on these food apps. She does YouTube, and that's it. And when she does leave, like we seen her do earlier today, she live streams it. So you see everything that happens when Chantel's not sleeping away her life and eating away her life. She records when she goes outside. But outside of that, there's nothing.
Maybe look inward a little bit. There.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Why are you so cute? Messy. I'm not a graceful eater. Okay, what's next? I'm just joking. All right.
You're really not joking because we know once you in that camera and you hit that button, you're going to be looking in the refrigerator to see what else you can find to eat. You're going to go hunt out what's left of Salah's snacks. You mean that when you say, what's next?
So inshallah, I will have the strength to get through the tough, crazy.
Oh, shut it. Shove it. Right up your Canadian ass out. Nobody cares.
It's the tough times.
Yeah, right.
Yes. And just eat good like this, you know?
Yeah, you keep telling yourself, cutie. And you know you're not doing that, though. It's so weird. All of this is so weird, but it's to be expected. You are a weird, very, very, very odd, strange person.
Have faith that everything will work out. I need to really learn perseverance. That's a huge thing in Islam. It's called sabr. I know I've talked about that before, but it's basically literally just like perseverance and just endurance, pushing through.
Oh, God. Okay. Again, foodie just using this religion as... this is like her fucking dreaming is a form of planning bullshit. oh, if I read it here and then if I say it enough, it's gonna happen and whatever. Yeah, whatever. Again, like I have no, I don't think Foodie's ever going to turn around. She's probably gonna die within the next. I mean, like I don't know. I've seen some fatties live up until very late stages of life, so who knows? She is a cockroach, but it's just annoying to see her do the same fucking thing over and over and over again for the last, what, 7 years? Oh my god. Anyway.
You know, when times are tough, despite the hardships, never straying from your belief in God's plan and
Yada, yada, yada. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, that's the worst part. That's the most annoying part. She would always like, oh, I gotta do this for my health, and I gotta do this for this, and blah, blah, blah. And now she has like the God excuse. So if she fails, it's like God's plan, and like, oh, I'm putting this into God's hands, and I'm gonna. Blah, blah. It's just giving her like another fucking excuse to fail all the time, which is so dumb because she's supposed to be all like religious now, and like gluttony is a sin, right? So I don't know. Like I'm not religious. I don't believe in all that stuff. I'm sorry if you do. It sounds mean. Not that I'm sorry if you do, but if you do, that's great. I just think it's hokey.
Hear your religious horseshit because it's horseshit when it comes out of your mouth.
doing all you can on your part, you know?
Right.
And
Look at her, guys. She's doing everything that she can. She's trying.
I realized something today. I was watching
Of course, she was watching. What were you watching?
a form of my 600-pound life. Alumni, I don't know what you call it, but former person
Contestant. We like to call them contestants.
Oh, is
on
it
the show.
Amber?
And
Is it Amber?
she said something that really like hit home for me.
Uh-huh.
And just put things into perspective. And she said she was afraid to lose.
Not Amber, not like our Amber, but there was one. I don't watch my 600-pound life anymore. I used to all the time, but there was one woman named Amber, and she was beautiful. And then she lost a ton of weight, and she was just like extra, just fucking smoking, and she was doing great. And yeah,
who she was without food. And it's so true because like
We've been saying this. You mean to tell me it took one of the contestants from our 600-pound life to say it before you actually heard it? You heard the message? The internet has been saying that. Hell, Chantel, the name of your channel is Foodie Beauty. Food is who you are. It's your identity. You made it that way, though. You've even made your situation like that in Kuwait. It's all you got, girl. You take away food. What I'm asking you, the audience, what would Chantel have in the Middle East without food? What would she do?
she's got malls, lots of malls. Movies. She can go to movies. Yep.
What would be the reason for her to wake up every morning? What would be the reason for Chantel to live in the Middle East without food?
my whole life, food was just there, you know, as a comfort, as a friend, as a fill-in for a lot of things. And
For everything. Food, it fills in.
Oh my god. Calling food your friend is probably the saddest fucking thing I've ever heard come out of Chantel's mouth. Oh, that took me back a little bit. A friend. Calling food a friend. This is just getting dark. Jesus Christ. And to know like she doesn't actually have friends, and to call food a friend, that's fucking bleak.
For everything for you, girl. I've never seen this before. Even when people have a drug addiction and the drugs take over everything in their life and it fills in for all these different things. I feel like your thing that you have going on with food is even worse than that. Because those people can still, even though they're not healthy relationships, they can still maintain relationships with people. You've cut everybody off. You've cut your family off. You've cut what friends you have left. There's no way that you have any kind of relationship with Salah. The only thing you have in life is that right there that's in front of you. The takeout, the food, everything.
so true, you know? There's a big
Ugh. Yeah, right message, wrong messenger, but yeah, fuck. Bleak.
element of fear because you don't know who you're going to be on the other side. It's just like a weird feeling. I don't know how to explain it, you know? So, but anyway, yeah.
All she wants to do is talk about it. That's it. She never wants to be about it. And again, I'm going to reinforce this once again for you, Chantel. You've been talking this way for 8 years. And never throughout your 8-year career on YouTube have you ever had any weight loss progress. Not even a 20-pound weight, like, okay, I'm weighing in today at 437 pounds. And then you come back 2 weeks later and guess what, guys? I'm down to 400 pounds. Never, never. You've done fake weigh-ins, sure. You've had weight loss on your channel due to your other addictions back in Canada, yes.
Nothing.
But it had nothing to do with your healthy living, your new way of life, your actual focus on yourself to lose weight. But for whatever reason, you cannot let that go. And you know deep down at this point in your life, you've accepted it for what it is, your identity. But again, you need something to talk about on your channel. So you got to talk about weight loss. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. And you know what? Hungry Fat Chick is kind of the same as well. If you ever watch one of her mukbangs, she struggles to have anything to say because she's also in a position. And I've heard recently, and I'm not trying to shit on Candy or anything. I'm just talking about what they have in common. I've heard recently Candy's on a weight loss journey, and that's great for her. But I'm talking about things that I've heard from Candy watching her old mukbangs or whatever. She doesn't have a whole lot to say. She does.
Yeah, it's true, because they are kind of like just shut-ins, and that's it. That's their whole thing. And they talk about weight loss like they actually want to do it, but they don't. But they want to give their viewers like something to root for them for, right? So if they're like, oh, I'm going to do this, and they want people to give them that encouragement, but then they're not actually going to do it. They just I don't know how to explain it. Well, they want the accolades without actually doing the thing. Again, fuck it. I've said it like fucking 3 times now. Dreaming is a form of planning. They want that dopamine rush of people like, yeah, you can do it, and like blah blah blah. They know they're not going to fucking do it. They don't want to do it. They don't care to do it, but they want the endorphins and the dopamine rush of people encouraging them and telling them how great they are and whatever, and then not doing it. And then an added bonus, a big reason that foodie fucking rages all the time. You can also get dopamine rushes from raging. There are some people that are like rageaholics. Like they love, if you ever been in a relationship with someone who just fucking picks fights with you because they get a dopamine rush from fighting with you, like just bickering and arguing, and like they love that shit. And same with foodie. So she either gets her dopamine rush from getting praise, and then when she fails at that, because she knows she's going to, then she rages, and she gets a dopamine rush from raging at everyone. So it's just a fucking cycle of dopamine addiction. So, I don't know.
Have a whole lot to talk about. She talks about things that she watches on TV, and really she just sits there and eats and focuses on making the noise for the feeders and shit because she doesn't have anything to say, because this is all she's ate so much that she's ate herself in a position that she eats and she sleeps and she watches TV, and that's it. That's it. She has nothing to say. But Chantel, she feels like she needs to make some kind of conversation, and she's also seeking out ass pats from her community. She wants these people to say these things like, oh, you're doing great, Chantel. Look at you cutting out the fast food. You're doing wonderful, magnificent. I'm so proud of you. You know, she wants people like Teardrop and Tracy to look up to her. So she's a little bit different than Hungry Fat Chick, but still, they're damn near the same person.
Another thing was another realization, I should say.
I feel like now in 2025, we are seeing the outcome of a lot of the damages and the dangers of these mukbang channels that started back in 2015. I think like 2015, 2016 is when they really started to blow up and be a big thing on YouTube. And now you look at Chantel in the position that she's in, and the career that she's made for herself and what she depended on, which was eating on her channel, and look where she's at. And you look at people like Hungry Fat Chick. And I mean, still look at people like Nikocado Avocado. Even though he's lost the weight or whatever, we are still seeing the damages and the outcome of all those channels who decided to eat for a living on YouTube.
Oh, that's so, it's very true. I did not watch this before, obviously, because sometimes I'm repeating the things that Yaba says, which, you know, but sometimes she's not wrong. And that's fine. And sometimes I am wrong, and that's fine. Sometimes we're all dumb. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, I was watching just like reels or something on either Facebook or Instagram, and there were clips of mukbangers, like bloopers from their things, and like they were just like shove food in their face and spit it out. But like they didn't always edit that out properly, so you could see them spit it out. And so yeah, that's like really fucked up. Like, you shouldn't be just eating and gorging on a ton of food on camera for views. But the fact that they're, like, faking it and making it seem like it's okay. Like, if I just eat this big meal once a week, then you eat healthy the rest of the time. Like all these other idiots say they're doing, like foodie. Like, oh, I'm just gonna eat this one big meal, and then the rest of the time I'm gonna eat salads and fucking drink lemon juice or whatever.
Nothing else to offer anybody but this.
Is that, a lot of people will ask, how did you become so big? And a lot of the time, somebody with obesity will answer, this reason, past trauma.
Ain't nobody asking you that, girl. Stop it. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that she's got people coming to her asking her how she got that big. Nobody needs to ask. Nobody's gonna ask that question when the answer is so obvious. Everybody knows how people get fat. This is ridiculous. Again, this is shit that you're just making up for content on your channel.
Some people, it's, there's all different reasons. Eating disorders, addiction to food. And those are all reasons. And they're valid.
I'm gonna sum it up for you. Why do people get fat? Motherfuckers just like to eat. Stop listening to anything else anybody else has got to fucking say about that, okay? Let's stop patting people on the ass and, oh, it's the trauma from your life. It's the way you were raised. No. Coming from a fellow fat person, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Motherfuckers just like to eat, some more than others. Some have self-control, some don't. But people like Cutie, they're gonna give every excuse in the world except take some accountability to the situation of why you're in the position that you're in, Cutie. Just say it. Just say you like to eat, man.
But you, as adults, we are responsible for our healing. Because in life, no matter what happened to you in the past, your feelings are valid, and it might explain why you're a certain way, why you're damaged a certain way. But regardless of all that, we're still responsible for our own healing. And, I realize that, I'm responsible for everything I've ever done to myself, because it makes sense, because we can't control what other people do to us. The only thing we're in control of is our response to it. And
I'm pretty sure she said recently, I didn't hear this, but I've seen it somewhere on Twitter, I think, that she thinks that she eats the way that she does because she grew up on welfare, so she's making up for the time that she went without. She really said that. And she's more than likely convinced herself of that shit too. I don't think that there was ever a time in Chantel's life that she went without food. And there probably lies a big part of the problem. She knows a big part of the problem with her and food. It's always been her and food, her and food, her and food, her and food, her and food. Like, you've been obsessed with food since day one. Day one. Day one. And you're looking for excuses, blaming it on your poor mother being on welfare, Chantel. That's shameful. Very, very, very shameful.
So, it explains some of the self-destructive behaviors, but it still doesn't excuse it. You have to really, learn to take control of your life.
Another thing that is weird about Chantel, I know that I've made this video way longer than
Yeah. Again, I feel like I have to just interject because I haven't talked in a little bit. Yeah, I'm sure there's many reasons that Chantel overeats. But the thing is, she's garbage in so many other ways. So, I don't know, how much can you just blame on childhood trauma? Or sometimes people are just kind of shitty and just suck at life. Sometimes people are just shitty and suck at life. And I think Chantel is that person. Because even if she got super healthy and lost weight and, lived 20 years beyond what people think she's going to live right now, she's still going to be kind of shitty and just not great. She's going to be fucking annoying and doing baby talk stuff that sucks and just trying to buy men's love because she's just a desperate person. It doesn't matter. And I have come to learn that about some people, that you can try to see the good in everyone, but some people are just shitty. And I think Foodie is just a shitty person no matter what. So it doesn't really matter. Anyway.
Intended to, but what do you want from me? It happens, right? For somebody who doesn't want to make being fat their identity, that's exactly what she's done. Everything about her in life comes back to her weight. And I've said this recently on my live streams. Yes, from what I can see from Chantel, yes, she's a bigger girl. She is according to her, she's 370 and she's 5 feet tall, okay? But it's not like somebody like Amberlynn to where she's 500 pounds and she's 5 feet tall. That's 200, over 100 and something, 130 more pounds. So maybe when you're out in public and you see somebody like Amberlynn, you're probably going to look twice. You're like, God damn, that is a big bitch. But somebody Chantel's size, you're going to notice as being bigger, but are you going to gawk? I mean, I don't know. There's so many things about Chantel that look weird. Maybe.
Oh, it's old 370 relating. Oh, people don't look at me. They're not going to take a double take at me, little dainty 370. I see you, girl.
But my point is that I see people who are short and bigger like Chantel every single day. There are people who exist in this world at Chantel's size, and they don't make their weight their entire existence. They still operate as normal human beings. Do they struggle with their weight? Yes. Is it their identity? Usually no. She's one of the only people, again, that I've seen that make everything have to do with her weight. And she thinks that everybody has a problem with her because of her weight. And she even has people backing her up, like her dear friend Peter, who says that people don't like Chantel because she's bigger. Are you listening to yourself, my dude? Do you really think that people don't like overweight people because of their size? I've never had a problem making friends. I know people who are bigger than me.
Okay, bitch, no, you don't have any friends. You maybe used to have one or two, but I think Samantha has isolated you from them. You have like what, Alex and AK and what's his face? Tragic? They're not friends. They're internet cronies. But yes, no trouble making friends.
Who are popular and they have friends and they have relationships and they get married and they go on vacation and they live normal.
Again, you get married to a chick that had no place to live, and she just conveniently fucking fell in love with you and lives off of you, and you have to work from the garage in the house that you probably pay most of the rent for. But you work in the garage while she works inside. Anyway.
Lives and they work and they raise kids. But for Chantel, all of those things are foreign to her. If she wants a relationship, she has to pay for it. She's just so self-destructive, and she wants an excuse for her behavior is what it really comes down to. It's mind-boggling. And that, again, is what makes Chantel very fascinating.
Taking that control back. So, yeah. Anyways, it's a journey. It's a learning process. And I appreciate you guys here listening to my ramblings. You know, I don't think that this replaces, you know, therapy, doctors or whatever, but it does help as an outlet for me to talk about stuff like this, I guess. So, anyways, yeah, I hope you had something good to eat with me.
If you didn't see Chantel, like if you had no idea exactly how big she was, let's just say you were listening, this was just a podcast, no face to go with the voice that you heard. You would think that this was some like 800-pound bedbound woman. By the actions that you've heard, by her history, by the things that she's done. Let's say that you've never had a visual to go with that, and you've only heard the things that she would say, and she never told you exactly how big she was. Close your eyes and imagine. What would you think? What would you picture? Me? Shit.
Yeah, she's got that heavy breathing shit. Like a big fatty bobaddy. You lisp like your tongue is too fat for your head. And that's not against people that lisp. It's you. You have like fat mouth. So, I mean, like, it's fine. You're both fucking fat. You have fat mouth. She has fat, I don't know, throat that stops her from breathing normally. You're both fucking fat. It's fine.
I mean, the way she talks in her situation in the Middle East with this scammer, I think this is like some 700-pound motherfucker we're dealing with. And that's, again, this is not to say that she's not very, very obese and overweight. I'm not saying that. I think you guys get what I'm throwing down. Anyway, Chantel, please close the video. Take us out, girl.
So, yeah, and I guess that's it for this video. I just wanted to share my thoughts with you. Had a lot on my mind today. A very reflective day, busy day, and just trudging through life like everyone else, you know?
What?
So,
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think you're going through life like everybody else. I don't believe that. Not even for a second. Not even close. I've never seen this shit before, ever. It's unheard of.
So, yeah, so thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See you in the future. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Well, that's always a good time. Well, this was different, guys. Thank you so much if you got through this entire pre-recorded reaction to Chantel. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Hopefully we'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be same time, same place. I don't know. Stay tuned for the notification. That's all I got, because I thought we were going to be back to normal programming today. But here we are. Anyways, love y'all so much.
Ugh, good Lord. Okay, well, I tried. So maybe I will get better at reacting to stuff eventually. Maybe I won't. But if you made it this far, I thank you so much. And I love you so much. I don't know. This is so stupid. Bye.